I am Sherlock Holmes. Standing now in the dimly lit British Museum, the musty, age-old air seeps into my coat. Before me, through the thick glass, lies a collection of case files, my life's work. These yellowed papers filled with scribbled notes and sketches are like old friends. I press my hand against the glass, as if trying to touch the memories they hold, memories that seem as vivid as if they happened yesterday. I was a consulting detective, a rare breed in the bustling streets of Victorian London. The city was a labyrinth of gaslit alleys and grand mansions, a place where the rich and the poor coexisted in a strange symbiosis. Every day, I would sit in my Baker Street apartment, surrounded by chemical apparatus and books on forensic science, waiting for the next case to cross my path. The science of deduction was my weapon. It was not just about observing facts, but about weaving them together into a coherent narrative. For instance, in the case of the Hound of the Baskervilles, the moors of Devonshire were a place of mystery and superstition. The legend of the demonic hound was a red herring, a false trail that led many astray. But by carefully examining the footprints, the strange markings on the letters, and the behavior of the suspects, I was able to pierce through the veil of superstition. I used principles of forensic entomology, a relatively new field at the time, to determine the time of death. The presence of certain insects on the body provided crucial clues that were hidden from the untrained eye. In A Study in Scarlet, the double murder in the empty house on Lauriston Gardens was a puzzle that seemed insurmountable at first. The blood-red word rage written on the wall was a misdirection, a ruse set by the killer to mislead the police. I employed the technique of microscopic analysis to identify the type of mud on the suspect's shoes, which led me to the source of his recent travels. This was a prime example of how the application of scientific methods could solve the most complex of crimes. My partnership with Dr. John Watson was invaluable. He was not just a friend but a chronicler of my adventures. His accounts in the newspapers brought my methods of detection to the public eye, and in a way they helped to shape the modern concept of forensic science. Now, as I stand here looking at these files, I feel a sense of melancholy. These cases, which were once the lifeblood of my existence, are now locked away in a museum, viewed as relics of a bygone era. The harsh museum lights cast long shadows over the papers, as if trying to hide the secrets they still hold. Tourists pass by, glancing at the files with a casual curiosity, but they will never truly understand the depth of the investigations, the hours of painstaking work, and the intellectual battles that were fought. The world has changed since my time. The techniques that were once revolutionary are now part of the standard police procedure. But the essence of deduction, the art of seeing what others cannot, will always be relevant. My spirit is heavy as I turn away from the glass case. I walk out of the museum and into the London fog. Behind me, the files remain, a testament to a time when logic and reason were used to solve the darkest of mysteries. My legacy, like the fog that shrouds the city, will always be a part of the history of crime solving, a reminder of the power of the human mind to uncover the truth.